morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT Stock Market Strategy video for Thursday, September 15th. Well, pretty much across the board of all asset classes that we follow, gold, bonds, and equities, we had an inside day. You could see that here in the TLT. So we had just about a pause day, I would call it, before markets start to move again. In what direction, we really don't know. We are a little bit oversold here. So this video is going to be a little quicker than usual, but I just wanted to continue to show you what we're looking for additional break, either to the downside or if the markets decide to retrace some of these losses. So let's get right to it. We have the TLT here. We had a beautiful call on the 134 here. Now, I'm not looking to short the TLT. I wouldn't be looking to short TLT here. Yes, we could go down to the 200, but between 134, 132.50, less than 2 points, I'd rather get some sort of a dead cat bounce back up into these zone areas here, and then look for further failure or even half of that. So we're still looking for further weakness in the TLT. Again, we talked about rates. Rates didn't do much yesterday, so I'm not even going to show you the rates at the moment in this video anyway. You'll see that I do believe that rates have put in a generational low, and I think rates continue to move higher throughout the course of the year. And moving forward, which would put obviously pressure on bonds. So bonds looks to set up a really decent short. But remember, guys, when you get oversold like this and you're outside the band, yeah, you could trade it long. Absolutely, if you're quick and you're nimble, you could trade it long back to a gap fill area in the TLT. Okay. Next is going to be the GLD. You can see here again an inside day. So pretty much everything took a little bit of a pause, a little breather in price. And I really would like to see that. I think this is possible. Now we are, you could see how we're just kind of meandering around here on kind of a sideways consolidation. Or if I drew a line here off this double top formation, you could see that we're getting into some sort of a triangle, if you will, a descending triangle. And you could see that here. So we're making lower lows and lower highs. We still have a double top formation here that measures down to 120, call it. Then we have a descending triangle forming here. So it's something that it is a bearish pattern, but it's only bearish when we break the lower end of that trend line. So let's see if we can get a good flush in gold, because if we get a good flush in gold, then I would be really inclined to look to buy gold. I do believe gold's in the second stage bull market, but not until you really flush out a lot of these weak longs, because it's still heavily influence to the buy side. So the sentiment is extreme to the buy side. I like to get that flush out before we start to move higher again in GLD. Okay, spiders, you can see that right here. We had an inside day. Big volatility since last Friday. You could see that down on Friday, up on Monday, Tuesday, and yesterday we had again. We tried to go up, we failed a little bit, and we closed near the lows. So a lot of data out today, a lot of economic data. So you got to be real careful with what you're doing for this morning. Okay, so just keep a heads up. Look at that economic calendar. But again, for Monday's low is going to be key and pivotal here at 212, 212.40, call it. We lose that. Then I think that you're going to see that 210 like I mentioned. And that's still my target to the downside, is the 210 on a daily chart. Same thing here in the IWM. We hit that to the penny. We need to lose this horizontal area of support, which was resistance for a very long time. It is still the same. And the next step will be that 38% retracement in the IWM, which would come in around 119. Okay, transports, you can see not doing very well now. Even though we had a nice big move up, it never recovered from that big loss on Friday. It tried to Monday and failed miserably, clinging to the 200. So if we still get some downside movement, some pressure to the downside here, guys, you're going to see a lot of these fund managers readjust their positions, their long positions here, especially when you have the transports now breaking down again. But it needs to do so. And lastly is going to be your Qs. Your Qs here at 116. 15 is going to be that resistance area now. That was support. I'm still looking for 38% retracement back down to these areas here. That'll put us right back into that 117.80. Okay, 117.80, 117.90 in the Qs. And really a lot of the subdued trading happened with Apple. A lot of internals look very, very bad, by the way. They looked ugly, intraday internals. But that was all masked by Apple stock, and I just don't understand how one stock can, kind of pause and put the market at bay a little bit. You had CNBC and Bloomberg talking about Apple. If I counted how many times they mentioned Apple It was amazing. But anyway, nonetheless, let's see what happens today. Apple launches. I think they come out with their numbers over the weekend or tomorrow. So we'll see what the deal is with that. And again, you know when you have one stock and it really, believe it or not, guys, you could see it intraday when you're watching it. So when you have a stock or a couple of stocks that are holding the market up, that's not a good sign either. Because once that starts to go away, then you get back to real trading. But today really is going to be all about economic data. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.